All right. June 5th trade recap. Holy sell-off today, by the way. Holy shit. Yeah, so going in the morning, I was automatically just fucking bearish. Just because, one, we see it right here on the daily time frame. We are pulling back, and this bearish candle is closing pretty strong, right? The candles are strong. I mean, the body is strong with the candles. There's like minimum to no candles at all. On top of that, I wrote in the pre-market analysis that we are respecting this bearish gap right here, right? Respecting this on the 4-hour, and we're just honestly trading towards these prior day lows right here, right? Another thing is too, we're disrespecting bullish gaps right here, and we're also disrespecting bullish gaps right here. Unlike yesterday where we respected it right here, today we just inversed it, meaning these conditions are now bearish conditions. So going into just the daily and the 4-hour, my bias was already just bearish, right? To confirm it even more, even on the 1-hour, we can kind of see that we're disrespecting all these bullish gaps right here, right? We're just trading right through them. Whereas yesterday, we were respecting them. But you see how today, we're kind of just trading right through it. So now my bias is just bearish. And where am I targeting? These pools of liquidity down here, which is prior day low, right? Yeah, prior day low right here. We're just running through all these prior day lows. And where's the next low that could be found? This prior day low. That's why it was my target and my drawn liquidity essentially. But yeah, going to the day, just the 1-hour, 4-hour daily, I'm now bearish, right? Going into the 15-minute is where I'm looking for my key levels. So at 6 o'clock, I'm looking up, right? Because if I'm taking shorts, I want to be looking for key levels up here that price could potentially trade back into. The only level I had marked out was this 1-hour fair value gap, right? You can kind of see unfilled fair value gap right there that I was anticipating price to trade up into. But honestly, we didn't need to go up there, right? Because price was already so bearish that we just tapped into this 5-minute before setting price lower. And I'll get into that after I finish on the 15. So on the 15-minute, we had an open gap right here. But the reason why I didn't mark this one out was because there's a 1-hour right here, right? And if we don't respect this 1-hour, what makes you think we're going to respect a 15-minute, which is on a lower time frame, right? So I don't even bother finding one up here if I have a higher time frame that's right here, right? So there's nothing between this 1-hour and this time right here on the 15-minute. So I dropped down to the 5-minute, and I saw this 5-minute fair value gap. Now you're probably wondering, okay, why did I do it on the 5-minute if 15-minute and 1-hour and 4-hour on the daily are considered the higher time frame? The reason why on the 5-minute is because, one, we're already in this very strong downtrend. And on top of that, this 5-minute was created off of a 15-minute fair value gap movement, which is technically a sponsor move. That's another topic that has to be taught another time. Don't get too worried about that. Just know that this 5-minute fair value gap was a key level, right? And the only thing you should be worrying about right now is finding those key levels, which are on the 15 1-hour, 4-hour, daily, and occasionally the 5-minute, right? So yeah, this is the 5-minute fair value gap that I was marking out. I think under the alerts, it was just way too fast for me to mark it out because it just happened so fast right away, right when the market opened. But I did, in the pre-market plan, I did show you guys the arrows about what the general area that I wanted price to go, right? At 634, we'll be looking for shorts in this area. Right when it tapped into that 5-minute is when I saw this 2-minute inverse. So as I'm marking it out on the 5-minute right here, I marked this out, and I'm just watching on the 5-minute, right? Because I'm watching on the 5. And then boom, right at this 5-minute candle, I saw that we tapped into it, right? But obviously, there's nothing on the 5-minute right here that could be formed anyways. So I'm switching through the time frames to see if there's any big candles that created this fair value gap. And what do we see? We see this 2-minute right here. This 2-minute right here, right? We tapped into this key level, retraced down to get an inverse, and if it closes through, that's when I'll be entering. Yep, and it entered right there. And I entered 2 contracts here, targeting these priority low. And honestly, this was a crazy fucking trade, 4R. But as you can see from today, it just kept on dumping and dumping, right? The thing is, though, I just got my piece of the pie and I moved on, right? Another thing is too, today was just, not, I don't want to say lucky, but today is one of those cases where you have a specific target in mind, not for the monetary value, but based on the chart, right? 15-minute fair value gap was the only target that I had, and it was all the way down here, which was good because usually my 15-minute fair value gaps are only like 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 3 sometimes, right? But in this case, based on the chart, the only open one was this one down here, right? There's nothing right here that's open. This one was already mitigated. I'll show you later. The only target was down here. This one was already mitigated. This is the only one that's unfilled, right? Yeah, this one was already touched. So technically the closest hanging fruit was this 15-minute fair value gap. And yes, I was also thinking that, okay, we're already so near priority low, right? Like, why don't I just target this major swing low? Because one, I wanted to follow my rules in a sense of like, I was planning on taking profit at the 15-minute. Therefore, I just had to do it. You know, I alerted out at 6:44. We'll be full TP at this unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap. And honestly, I was fighting myself whether or not I wanted to just continue holding to priority low, just because it was so confident that it was gonna hit. But I think you gain more confidence in yourself by listening to yourself, and times like this, it's gonna be, or in the future, it's gonna actually pay you a lot better than just, you know, being greedy and wanting more. So as you can see, this trade kind of just immediately just goes down, right? Zero drawdown whatsoever. And I think I TP'd right there. Yeah, and right after my TP, bro, it just ran straight to probably low, and I'm just like, bruh. But it is what it is, and honestly, like, it's better to follow your rules than follow the money just because the trade is already going your way. Something I wanted to note out too was, yes, there was another entry right here later on, but honestly, like, when I have one winning trade for the day, I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I have to risk again. You know, I would rather just take my piece of the pie and move on. I know other people, like, especially today, they fucking banked hella on this trade. Like, dude, look, I'll show you how this trade eventually plays out. Like, this trade just fucking dumps all the way down. Dude, some guy made like 3 M's today, bro. It's insane. Fucking insane. But yeah, like, I used to be like, or I used to think back then, like, damn, bro, I missed out on so much profit. But dude, if you can just follow your rules every single day, 9 times out of 10, base hits always pay, you know? Like, days like this are super rare. And you're not gonna always, if you always, like, alter your trading strategy to catch these big moves, bro, you're always going to be like either getting stopped out or going break even, because one, these days are rare, you know? Like, there's more days like this and you catch base hits than it is to catch all those crazy ass runners. Yeah, honestly, I think I don't know, like, it looks kind of bearish now on the, like, see, I don't know if we're still trading at all-time highs anymore, man. Honestly, if we break below here, honestly, I think we would be short-term bearish, you know? But if we still respect this trend right here, then we could be pushing higher. Technically, we're still at all-time highs, right? We're still in a bullish trend. We're not making a lower low yet. This is the first low. So if we make a low below this, I think we will, the trend will be bearish. But for now, it's still pretty bullish, you know? The daily chart is still bullish. This weekly chart looks deadly, though. I'm not gonna lie. This weekly chart. So next week, I don't know. Next week, I'm gonna be careful. I don't want to be too, you know, I don't want to be too married to longs, but you just gotta do it day by day. All right, catch you guys tomorrow or Monday.